Unlike almost any other album that we did, the great thing about Dark Side was that we did actually meet and talk about what we thought this album was going to be about. And there was this sort of idea that we would take the things that we were most anxious about ourselves, which was to do with money and mortality and so on. And so there was an actual sort of plan there right from the beginning. You know, we actually rehearsed in a way, playing live, which is a very, very good way of working. The problem with going into a studio is that you tend to more or less feel you've got it when you play it properly. You don't develop it that much. You just want to get it right. And once you've got it right, then you move on.
Was it a difficult album to make?
Definitely enjoyable and not particularly difficult. I mean, it took a while. It took quite a while to do, but in a way, it was nothing like as difficult as the follow-up album, as Wish You Were Here, where we really cast around for quite a while to find any sort of starting point. We were fairly young and fairly sort of fresh and fairly anxious to get on with it all. We initially approached it with a pad of paper and a pencil, just writing down the ideas. There was no music. It was actually about agreeing on what the theme and the subject was, and then Roger going away and writing lyrics. And when you come to something like Time, I mean, particularly given the Rototom intro section, that was absolutely spur of the moment in Studio 3 of Abbey Road, because someone had actually left a set of Rototoms in the studio, and they were due to be picked up by one of the percussion rental places. I'd never seen Rototoms before, and it was just one of those things where you go, hey, these are good. Let's see what we can do with these. Well, I don't think anyone came to pick them up. I was going to say that, it all had to be done in 2 hours in case a van arrived. It was very much a case, and that would be true of some other tracks, I imagine. I can't quite remember, but occasionally there would be something in the studio that we had access to. Certainly, for instance, I suspect we never would have owned a Mellotron, but I'm sure at some point a Mellotron was available in the studio. And they had a few other quite interesting instruments that were left there permanently. The Rototoms do play Time related to the tick-tock, but it's pretty loose, I suppose is what I'd say.